Brace yourselves, Manchester United fans. Marcus Rashford wants to come back to Manchester United. Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? David Ornstein of The Athletic has dropped a right bomber this morning, breaking the news that Rashford's obvious buyout option at Barcelona has expired, as everybody knows, but giving us more detail on what Marcus Rashford's situation is now. A special clause for other clubs in the Premier League, except Liverpool, Manchester City, and the rivals Manchester United, it would seem. But more importantly, it was the bit that David Ornstein said about Marcus Rashford's preference that we're going to get into in this video. Welcome back to Adam FC, everybody. Get your comments in below. Would you take Marcus Rashford back at Manchester United? Or, like I just said then, is this the mind games actually starting here with Marcus Rashford and his agents? You wouldn't put it past him using this moment to try and push Manchester United into pushing Marcus Rashford abroad and back to Barcelona. I'll explain what I mean by that in this video. Now, let's get into the actual story and what David Ornstein has said first of all, though. And he came out this morning on the Athletics deal sheet and said that Marcus Rashford's deal at Manchester United includes a £40 million clause for clubs barring Manchester City and Liverpool. The €30 million buy option in Barcelona's loan has expired and expired yesterday. If he returns to Manchester United, which he is going to do now, obviously, that's been said because Barcelona did not take the extension and the permanent deal option. Marcus Rashford, apparently, according to David Ornstein, would rather, in his words, honour his contract at Manchester United rather than go and play for another Premier League club. There's quite a lot of ways you could look at that. To be fair and balance the whole argument out and give everybody a chance in the comment section to have their say on this, do you think this is Marcus Rashford learning his lesson and coming back to Manchester United and wanting to work hard? I know. Or do you feel like this is where all of the mind game starts with his agents and what we have seen before with Marcus Rashford? Let's not forget, it was only a month ago when Marcus Rashford dropped that social media post thanking everybody that he has played for apart from Manchester United. Do you really think Marcus Rashford wants to come back and honour his contract? Or are you on the side of most of the social media reaction to this, which say Marcus Rashford wants to honour his contract, i.e. Marcus Rashford wants to come back to his 300 grand a week contracts rather than going to a football club that wants to pay him what he's really worth? That's the general consensus that I have seen. There are some backing Marcus Rashford coming back. Manchester United need a left-sided attacking player according to what they're looking for in the transfer market and all the reports this summer. Is Marcus Rashford the right fit there? Well, straight away, Marcus Rashford is third choice at Manchester United on 300 plus grand a week wages. Everything that I have heard of, everything that I've read and listened to is saying that Manchester United don't want Marcus Rashford back at Old Trafford. Even the story of Michael Carrick opening the door back to Marcus Rashford. This was a decision made by the hierarchy of Manchester United, not just Ruben Amorim when Rashford left, to get rid of that type of player and that culture. There was a big push from Manchester United to get rid of that player. Not naming just Marcus Rashford, but obviously you see more Sancho, Garnacho, players like this that just weren't earning that type of money. United obviously thought a lot of Marcus Rashford, but there was an almighty fallout a couple of seasons back now, which has obviously caused all of this stink. He's got 2 years left on his contract. Could his agent be just telling Marcus Rashford, well, 2 years on that wages, you're not going to get a better deal anywhere else. Even if you get a 3 or 4 year deal now, you're not going to get a better deal in terms of how much you could earn at Manchester United. If he comes back to Manchester United after that social media post, after everything that's been said and everything that's already gone under the bridge in terms of the talks and all of the fallout from before, if he comes back, will he be seen as the money grabber? Will he be seen as just following the pounds rather than the career and wanting to play football? Because he won't get in United's side. I don't think the majority of Manchester United fans want him back anyway. So reading between the lines, his attitude to United, United fans' attitude and United as a club's attitude approach to Marcus Rashford, does him coming back really just look like it's someone there who is just causing a problem and coming back to just take the money. That, I think, is the biggest issue that we've got here with this one. Which way do we look at it? Marcus Rashford, when it comes to Manchester United, like I've said, he really has made it clear how he feels about Manchester United and what has happened over the last 2 years in particular. Before we carry on, today's video sponsor is Oxford Natural. Now, look, we're all football fans. We're all guilty of it. Match days, takeaways, sat there all weekend watching and binge watching all the football on the TV, waiting for the latest transfer news and breaking news to come through about our clubs. And before you know it, looking after yourself gets pushed down the list. That's where Oxford Natural's Optimum Day and Night supplements come in. First of all, you have Optimum Day, designed around energy and cravings and helping keep people on track. Then you have Optimum Night, based more around sleep and helping people recover properly. Nobody's saying it's magic. Nobody's saying it's going to do the work for you. But with a commitment to making positive changes, some people have seen some impressive results. Take, for instance, former England striker Michael Owen, who lost £35 on his day and night plan. You can check out Michael Owen's story alongside many others on the link below. If you're thinking it's about time I sorted myself out, then it is definitely worth giving it a go. The QR code is on the screen. The link is in the description. Make sure you use code ADAMFC on checkout to get 70% off your first order. Now back to the football. So with all that being said, is this, like I said a moment ago, Marcus Rashford and his representatives pushing to try and get him back at Barcelona? I mean, he's taken Barcelona off his bio. It looks like there was a fallout with Barcelona now as well because they've not committed to him. They've brought in Anthony Gordon. Obviously, Bayern Munich, we've seen there has been an interest. Other than that, there isn't many other clubs. There are obviously going to be offers from America and Saudi, but will Marcus Rashford go there? Him actually saying that he'd rather honour his contract, or from David Ornstein, and we're guessing that word has come through Rashford to the Athletic and the representatives there. From what they know, he wants to honour his contract at Manchester United. He's not going to have a chance to honour that contract because nobody really wants him to come back. The word honour really is an insult, I think, after what he's been posting on social media to Manchester United. So, again, I do think that this is his stance now, and I think this is, again, Marcus Rashford's representatives making it difficult for Manchester United to make this happen. They're trying to put United into a position here where they're going to have to pay somebody 300 plus grand a week wages to sit on the bench. They're trying to push a loan back to Barcelona or to somebody else in Europe. If he doesn't want to play in the Premier League, I don't believe that either, because he's already been to Aston Villa. So he's already proved that he's willing to play against one of Manchester United's rivals. So I don't believe that either. I think this is just games. Personally, I think this is just games from Rashford and his reps, and they want another loan. They just want that wage covered. They want someone to pay it, and because they don't have to pay a transfer fee, they should be able to afford what Marcus Rashford wants. It's all about Marcus Rashford. It's nothing else. There's no honouring of contracts here, in my opinion. And this is me saying what I feel here at the end of this video. Obviously, you please do get into the comments and let me know which side you're on with this. Are you like me, just thinking this is mind games and trying to get the deal that they want this summer? Or is there anything genuine in this? There is nothing to convince me from what's been said before that there is, but you may disagree, and get into the comments and let me know on that one as well, everybody. That is your update on Marcus Rashford, that bomber from David Ornstein. It is big. Let me know about that clause as well to City and Liverpool and what you think of that, and what Manchester United actually genuinely value Rashford at if he doesn't go back to Barcelona. Well, he's not going back to Barcelona, but if he goes abroad, I mean. Get your comments in below. Let me know what you think. Also, make sure that you do hit the like button on the video. Hit that subscribe button here on Adam FC. And I will catch up with you all later on. Have a good one.